Welcome everybody to my second turn two of 5 Parsecs from home. The team has went and upgraded, and they went shopping. So to let everybody know what happened last time, let's see. Let's get a good close up right there. Everybody went and did some training. John went up there to Toughness 4. Eve did her reaction to 2. Booker did his reaction to 2. Shadow Fox upgraded her combat to 1. Chauncey upgraded his to upgraded his skills to which skill did Chauncey do? His combat to 1. Cletus upgraded his to 2. Crazy Kate did her reaction to 2. And let's see, I should have one for Harvard. Harvard upgraded his combat to 1. So they were getting ready to do their second mission when they were ambushed by their old rivals, Debo's gang, which is over here. Debo is in the back, and this individual here works for the church. She's a bounty hunter, and her name is Sister Zen, and she is looking to capture or destroy Eve 6 because her religion thinks that synthetic humanoids is an anathema. They're verboten. They're abomination. But the real thing is that Eve, or a model like her, the Eve line, has witnessed some nefarious actions within the church. I'm joined by my youngest son, Isaac. Say hello, Isaac.
Hi.
And just like on Brutality Scrimmage on there, if you watch that channel, that's a very fun channel to watch to see that gameplay. He has his dice monkey, Gabby. I've got my dice monkey, Ike. And he is also known as Ike the Dice because this guy can roll some high dice. We're going to roll, and well, really the round 1 doesn't matter because they've been ambushed, and everybody reacts in the slow phase. So after I get them moved and get everything set up, I'll be back to show you round 1 of campaign turn 2. Also, I'm trying the civilians. We have civilians. And they all have holdout pistols, so they might get involved in this one way or the other. Be right back. All right. After moving Debo's gang with the bounty hunter Sister Sin, Debo is this guy right here. And he doesn't like, they're all Starport scum, and he doesn't like John and his crew. Mainly John, because John killed his brother. So I'm going to figure out who's going to shoot and if they have range, and I will be right back. After measuring, the boys only have pistols, and the crew of the Bohemian Rhapsody is well outside the range. So the only person that can get a shot in is Debo. Sister Zen could, but she can't draw a line of sight to anyone. So he is hitting on a 6. Roll this dice, Aki, and roll it right here so we can show her. And it's a 5. So Debo missed. Now it's going to be the slow phase for the team, and we'll see how they move, and we'll proceed to their turn and find out what happened. See you in just a second. Okay, as you can see, I've got Chauncey moved over here, Crazy K, Eve, and Doc has stayed still. Harvard. Booker has moved up to the corner. Cletus has moved up to a corner to get a shot. Shadow Fox has moved up behind here, and she's going to take a shot at this individual right here. And she's within range with her plasma rifle. So I'm going to have Ike the dice roll. And wait a minute, roll on screen, son. And a 4, which is that's a hit. So now we'll roll toughness. I think there's a toughness on that. Let me check real quick and see if her plasma rifle has piercing. Plasma rifle does have piercing, which doesn't allow a save. So this gentleman right here is out. And everybody else, let's see. Cletus has a shot at this individual here. This individual right here is not in the deal. So he's going to need a, what is his deal? His combat. His combat is 1, so he's going to need a 5 or a 6. And he hits him with a 6 with his first round on his needle rifle. And that's a critical, so that counts as 2 hits. And his second one is a 5. So this individual here in the open has basically got hit 3 times. So he's going to have to make 3 saves. And now I've been abandoned by my dice monkey, Isaac. So I will do the rolling. Forgive me for the shaking. And his toughness is 4. Oh, and one of the 4 takes this gentleman right here, takes him out. All right. So after this is going to be the civilian phase. So I'm going to move the civilians. First, I'm going to see what the civilians do as far as savvy rolls. We'll start with this gentleman here. Okay, he's going to run. And so he moves. Just pop. This is one thing I like about battle systems, is that you can pop the doors out and pop them back in. He's going to move his 3. That's 2 and 3. This gentleman in here with John, I'm going to roll. See what he does. Let's see if we can get this in. All right. And he decides that he wants to book it, but he's not going out there. So I'm going to have him go in the corner. And I'll be back after I roll for the other civilians to see what they do. All right. Like I said, that individual, he decided to hide in his shop. This lady over here, she's moving towards the exit at the mall. This alien gentleman right here, he's moving towards the exit. And then we have this gentleman here. He decides he wants to be Mr. Gunslinger. So he has no anything. Let's see what he rolls. And he rolls a 3 and he misses. So now we're going to go into turn 2 of our phase, and we're going to roll and see who gets to go in the fast phase, if anybody. So these are the rolls, my activation rolls for the crew. I've got 3 1s, a 2, and 3 3s. Let me see if that'll do anything. And then for the panic roll for the Starport scum, I got a 4 and a 1, and it looks like one of these 2 guys right there are the furthest are going to run away. So I think I'm going to remove the guy, not with the blue shirt, but the dark colored one, and I'll be back to assign dice and do turn 2. See you in a minute. Okay, I assigned one of the ones to Clancy, the 2 to Eve, the 3 to John, since he's the only person I think right now that can use a 3. 1 to Cletus and 1 to Shadow Fox. I'll move them out and get them in position, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, after some deliberation, I move Crazy Kate behind there. We move the Eve up there. We move Clancy with the rattle gun up here, who has a sight to Debo and all the rest of his mooks. Even though they'll get a +6 for cover, or they'll get cover on there. Moved our boy John out of the arms dealer and over this bazaar. Move Shadow Fox up here. She's got a clear line of sight up there. Move Cletus up, his 6. He's got a shot at these guys. So what we're going to do first is we're going to roll Clancy's shots after I do my measurements and everything, and figure out that coming and looking, yeah, that's a narrow deal. So if he rolls a 1, I'm gonna have him hit the civilian instead of Debo. I'll do the rolls and I'll be right back. Okay, I had Clancy put all 3 of his shots off into Debo. He rolled a 5, a 2, and a 4. The distance and everything that he had for his weapon and everything meant that the 5 hits, the 2 doesn't, and the 4 doesn't. And Debo has a, let me check that, and Debo has a toughness of 4. So let's see if a 4 can get Debo. And that's a 6. So Debo is taken out of the deal on that shot. Next, I think we'll go with Shadow Fox. And she has a shot up to the guy with the sword behind there. She's going to be needing 5s to hit with her plasma rifle. So we'll roll. And she hits him with the 6. So that's a double hit. He has 4s. And so that 6 takes him out. The 6 takes that guy out. Next one will be Cletus, and Cletus is going to go from here to shoot him. And he's out in the open, and he's going to need a 4, 5, or 6 to get that Starport scum. He has 2 shots with his needle rifle. And he hits him once with the 5. 4 or 5 to take him out. And that's another 6. Wow, these guys are really racking up the count. So that's his shot. And I'm going to go and see if John can get an angle over there to Sister Zen. Which, looking at that, no, he's blocked by those crates right there. So that's it for them shooting. Now it's on to the bad guys, what's left of them, to see what happens with them. Sister Sin moved up past the civilian, and she's going to take a shot at Clancy. She has 2 shots at Clancy, hitting on, she's within range. She's not within short range, and he's behind cover 5, but she has 1 on her deal, so she's hitting with 2 shots on a 4, 5, or 6. And she hits Clancy once and twice. Uh-oh. Clancy's, let's get a good look at Clancy right here. Forgive me. And that's my dog Odin, who's mad because he's outside. Yeah, I'm gonna have to up his deal. Chauncey is out on, he's got a 3, so 4, 5, or 6. And it looks like Chauncey's out twice. Poor Chauncey. We'll have to roll up for our first one to see what happens with Chauncey. Sister Zen took out the most dangerous person. Alright. Now for the civilians. She moves off. He moves his 3. Hold on just a second. That's right there. I'm just trying to get a good picture of him. This guy right here, he moves off. After I move him, I'll show you how it goes. The civilian moved up. The other 2 found the back door to escape. So we have our vigilante civilian. He moves up and he's got Sister Sin. And she's in the open. He's got 1 shot and he's hitting on 3s. And he hits Sister Sin. And he's stunned. He just gives her a stun. I don't think it's going to be looking good for the civilian if they don't decide to leave. So that's the end of that turn. And on a 1, 2, or 3, the Starport scum leave, and then on 1 or 2, Sister Sin leave. So I'm gonna have Sister Zen be the black dice, and Starport's gonna be the red. And they both decide to stick around, so we're going into turn 3. And we'll see what happens in turn 3. So I have 2 2s, 1 for Crazy Kate and 1 for Eve. She knows Sister Zen is coming after her. Cletus got a 1, and the other ones went on Shadow Fox and John. So I'll move and we'll see what happens. Nope. I didn't roll for a good roll for John. So John doesn't get to go. He goes in slow face with Booker and Doc. Be right back after I move. And moved Eve and Crazy Kate up behind this energy regulator or energy device to get a good shot at Sister Zen with a stun. We moved Shadow Fox here. She's got a good line of sight to the back of Sister Zen. And we move Cletus up so that he has a good shot to Sister Zen. So we're going to go with Cletus first. He has 2 shots. He's hitting on 2s. Basically, if he rolls a 1, he's going to miss. And he hits her twice. And she has toughness 4. Oh, 4 and a 5. So Sister Zen is out. Sister Zen is over here with everybody else. And so we'll have next her. She's going to be hitting on 4s and 4, 5, 6. She rolls a 6, which is a double hit. And she's looking for 4s. And double 5. So they have wiped out Debo's gang. Wiped them out. Took all of them out, plus the Theocracy's assassin, Sister Zen. And so also on here there should be move my hand out the way. There should be on the chart for them on here that there was a loot cache. So let's do our after action and we'll figure out what happens to Chauncey and the rest of the gang. Okay, we're ready for our post-battle sequence. We're going to resolve rival status. A 4 or better. Debo's gang has had enough. I could take them off for rivals. I rolled a 6, so Debo's gang is gone. We were going to go do that second patron job, but since this was turn 2 and they didn't do that, it was a wash. And Debo's crew was a bounty, and each one of those guys are a bounty, so they were 1 credit each. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let me move that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was 7 credits for Debo's crew. So we're up to, pardon my finger. We're up to 7 credits now. Zoom that in for some reason. We're on the loot table. What we need to do is we need to do the battlefield find. So I'll be back after I find me percentage dice and I'll tell you what we did on it in the loot. Okay, I did my after game sequence. We earned 6 credits. We found on the battlefield a personal trinket. There's no invasion. The crew spent the night drinking. Chauncey got lucky. He was just knocked up. Shadow Fox got the first kill, so she has a +1. Cletus gets a +1 for killing Sister Zen. Chauncey gets a +1 and only a +1 experience for being a casualty, and everybody else gets +3. So Cletus and Shadow Fox get 4, and everybody else gets 3. Eve went out and she's feeling great, so she gets that special deal. And one of the requirements was rolled on the loot table for rewards. And I got a mysterious item, which gives me 2 story points. So I only have one other thing to do, but I'm not going to do it now on this adventure, is to see if I have experience, which I know I do, to level up the crew. And so what they'll have to do on the planet Exxon is go back out on the Patreon and see what they can do, because they lost that second job that they were getting ready to go out on. Thank you for viewing, and until next time, I'll see you when I get back. Also, you can check out my stuff on there, Your Miniatures, at WordPress.com. God bless. Good evening, folks.